Okay. Okay, yeah, we are on live broadcast right now. Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we are here today to discuss about this incident that a truck loaded with bandits arrived at Abuja. It's just a town very close to Abuja. So the government was forced to close schools around that region just to protect students from attacks. So we really don't know what is going on right now. The news is very short, very brief. Austin, can you tell us what is going on right now? What do you think the people, Nigerians, are saying in the streets?
Presently, it's like Nigeria is a joke. I said it before, just like on our last program. I said when maybe a terrorist or a criminal becomes a king, naturally, every criminal in that
Mm,
kingdom will become a member of the royal family. That's what we have in Nigeria now. We have a man who is totally full of hate, somebody who is totally part of these people. Now he's not the president of the country. You see, every bandit in the country are heavily protected. They can do everything at will. Is it not a slap on us as Nigerians that because of bandits that they know that even arrive near Abuja, a country where that is military is one of the best in the world, where we can send our army police to different parts of Africa to go and assist them for so many, and yet we on our own cannot keep ourselves safe. Then then why do we not have the military? If we need to shut down schools for bandits who arrive, and these people are not even Nigerians. The major reason why the president should even give an order, declare them a terrorist group, and clamp down on them. No, they won't do anything because they understand what they are doing. This thing is just like it's just like we saying a bandit should not fight a fellow bandit. That's the reason why the federal government cannot do anything, because they negotiate with them. You see where somebody can take for terrorists to even have a spokesperson, somebody negotiating on their behalf. It tells you that the government is also a part of these terrorists.
they dialoguing with them so many times in the
This thing
northern
cannot
region.
be this in a sane society. Somebody who will come out and you say anything in the favor of social. I don't call them bandits, I call them terrorists. The person should be behind bars by now. You arrest the person, you start investigation from there. Not these people come out with pride. And they even come out to say they are speaking, that they are speaking or representing these terrorists. And they live freely in Nigeria. And the government talk to them, they negotiate with government on behalf of terrorists, and nobody's been arrested. But when a little boy go to take common 5,000 naira because he is hungry, you see them will call him thief. You see the sort of boy on crime watch, and where we are seeing people who are not just criminals, they are terrorists working freely. When going out, even came out. You see somebody saying negotiation came out just yesterday saying the federal central banks will even pay money for some students that was even came. You see, with all this alone, you see that our federal government can't do anything because they know what is going on. They know what they are doing. They are the one recruiting these people. It's totally shameful for a government to shut down school just because of just like I mean, I'll say I want to shut down my house because I have rats in my house. When I can only go to the chemist or go anywhere to buy something to put them away. It's funny.
Mr. Daniel, what is your take on this news that they
Well,
closed?
it is rather very unfortunate and sad that this is the level our great country Nigeria has gotten to. In fact, it is really sad. We used to have the best armed forces in the continent of Africa.
Africa, yeah.
We used to have the best armed forces in the continent of Africa. And yet, we cannot defend our territory. It is so sad.
Then what
And
then
this
is the
is
use of the
because
military, Mr. Daniel?
it is because it is very clear
Hmm. I think there's network problem with Mr.
Like
Daniel.
network, Mr. Daniel. It's
Hmm.
funny. The major reason of the military are there not to be seen in the streets. They are there to protect our territory. If they cannot do this, we that military is known is even as number one in Africa. We cannot protect our territory. Then what then is then what then is the use of the military? And we have somebody who is a former general that is the president of our country, and yet we are having bandits, or we are having terrorists terrorizing different parts of the country, and no one is being arrested, nobody is being killed, nothing's going on. They are negotiating with them, and you dare and somebody still come out to say the president or this, they don't know what they are doing, they don't know how to fight this, they don't know how to fight this. It's funny, but the same government can easily go to the east and do something about the indigenous people of Biafra. So you see, with all the body language of the president, even before he became the president, you see this man has what they call total hatred for other people that are not his tribe, people that are not really part of him. Even in the north, once you are not a Fulani, this government doesn't recognize you. They don't have anything for them. We have Mr. Daniel back now.
Hmm.
yeah,
Mr.
sorry,
Daniel,
I don't
Miss,
really know what is happening. Whether maybe the with all due respect to our government, if they are tapping on our wave, we do not know. Anytime we want to give meaningful, I discover it of recent that anytime we are giving meaningful contribution, the network will just on its own go off. But by and large, I must say that it's rather very sad and very unfortunate that this is the level Nigerians have, the country Nigeria has gotten to itself.
hmm, hmm,
And no thanks to our present administration, who needed power at all costs by going everywhere or to involve bandits, and terrorists in order to get power at all costs. This is the level it is. You know,
the
you can. I
insecurity.
keep saying it. When Jonathan was receiving the heat, people were saying, "How can you say a government is killing terrorists? You say they are killing the Northerners." That you went to as far as going to the United Nations to petition Jonathan for killing Boko Haram, for killing terrorists that was a threat to the country at that time, that they were killing your people. And
Hmm.
you with so confidence in you that Jonathan was going to win. You said that you will not take it if he wins, that the blood will flow in this country.
Hmm.
And now the Jonathan gave up the government for you to handle. Is it that the present administration could not handle this bandit they have used, or the
Well,
terrorists they have used? Is it that they have gone out of control?
the worst thing, Mr.
And I
Daniel.
believe our army should not be sitting quiet and just folding their arms. They are degenerating the value of our armed forces.
Okay,
These
few.
Nigerian armed forces were the same armed forces that the United Nations will always invite in terms of peacekeeping into other country. We can name them. Even our former military governor Yega was one of the generals sent on peacekeeping. Nigerians were always going for peacekeeping, and I believe of recent, none of Nigerian army officers have been invited for peacekeeping mission. It is so
Yeah.
sad that this is how we have gotten to ourselves, getting to.
Mr. Daniel, the security agency in Nigeria a few days ago, DSS sent a very strong warning to those who are constituting nuisances in the country. They were focusing more on those who are agitating for secession in the country. Why these bandits and terrorists, militants, who are the main problem of Nigeria, I don't think this security, they are focusing, paying more attention to them, like the way they are paying so much attention to
You
those who
know,
are
you know,
agitating
you
for
know, you know.
secession. But those
When
who are instigating violence in
when the
Nigeria,
security when the security apparatus in the country has failed, you see them making unnecessary statements that ought not to be made. You know, that is how I take the DSS, the army. They have always been making statements, and we see them when the real fact comes. You hardly. The other day when we were talking the last time of the soldiers on air hitting on the soldiers on ground. Up to today, the army formation has never given a statement on that matter. You understand? When it matters most, they don't give statement. Is it are they going to face on those who are agitating? Yesterday I was really sad with the caucus of the APC, accusing the caucus of the PDP of going too far. Nigerians are bearing the heat. You are saying they are making up their mind and telling you that this is their next move. They should be supporting to impeach the if impeaching the president is the best way to keep Nigeria in a unified force, a unified country. Should be the solution. And not you coming on the other way that they are going too far, wanting to impeach the president. Things are not working. You promised Nigerians that you were going to do better than the former government. You came and did the worst. Even Obasanjo administration cannot be compared to Buhari's administration.
Oh, Nigeria. Mr. Daniel is post again.
The network is very bad. What I was saying is that DSS sending warning to those who are instigating violence in the country. They are not paying too much attention on the bandits, terrorists, and militants in the country who are the main problem of Nigeria right now. When you look at those who are agitating for secession, I don't think they are instigating any violence in Nigeria. They are not causing any harm to anyone. They are just doing it peacefully. But our security agent, because you know that they are working for the federal government, for them, the same thing happened to Shaware. Why is it that Shaware today is still under the custody of Nigerian authority just because of this issue of agitating? Or for them, they believe that they are trying to use illegal way, undemocratic way to remove the president. So they are much. For them, they are concerned about those who are protesting against the weak governance of the president than the mere people who are terrorizing the country right now, especially the Fulani herdsmen, the bandits from the north, even some of the bandits, according to them, according to the federal government, that they are not even Nigerians, and they are not paying attention to the mere people who are instigating that, they are disorganizing the country right now. Instead, for them, they focus on Biafrans, those who are agitating for secession. So yeah, Austin, take it away. Go ahead.
There's one thing they don't know, that as we speak today, Nigeria is already at war. Because one of the things is this: when you are preaching peace or preaching against people coming out to fight for themselves, that is already a declaration of war. It's naturally, because you are preaching peace without true justice, preaching against people who want to come out to fight for what is rightfully theirs. And they are going about this thing in the way of the Constitution, where the Constitution totally allowed them to a peaceful protest, as long as they are not carrying arms or ammunition. It's in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It is only on the APC-led federal government that they are totally against all these things. And they are the ones that have declared war on Nigerians. And they are the one preaching against the secession, this and other. The APC federal government is already APC as a political party. I said it was just like as they are now, a party of just like thugs, criminals, bandits coming together, hiding under a political party. They've declared war on Nigerians. And I'm pained that most Nigerians do not know, even with everything that's been going on for over how many years. How dare you come out and be telling people they can't go about their rights?
And
They see
yeah,
things bad. They can't go about it. You just go to them and begin to arrest them, like what they did to Shaware.
sure, yes,
It is funny.
yes,
Naturally,
yes,
is that not already war? Is that not the federal government declare war on the citizens that they took an oath to protect? They've declared
yes.
war on the people.
Yes, yeah, because they are paying so much attention on ordinary citizens who are just protesting, who are exercising their democratic rights in the country. Why the main people who are constituting nuisances in the country, the bandits, the Boko Haram, the Fulani herdsmen, I haven't seen anywhere, any case whereby they were being prosecuted in the country over these years. None, none. But they are good enough to prosecute someone like Shaware. Ask me how Shaware is the problem of Nigeria. I've never seen anything, any activity of Shaware that is instigating violence or disorganizing the country or causing any harm to anyone in Nigeria so far. But Shaware today is still under the custody of Nigeria, whatever police authority or wherever. But how many
with
Boko
all due
Haram?
respect, with all due respect, observation, I will not want
I'm not sure what Mr. Daniel was trying to say, but for me, I've said it all. Shaware don't deserve to be under the custody of Nigerian authority because he has not done any harm to anyone, even to the constitution of Nigeria, from what I saw so far. So all of us witnessed what he did. He has
Shaware
the right
as a
to.
point, because I am totally.
Do you know what the Nigerian government is scared of?
Yeah.
Jesus moment.
Hello, are you getting?
Okay,
Are you hearing
yes,
me?
we can hear you.
You
Yes.
can hear
What
me
I'm
now.
saying is, Shaware, I don't look at him as a good leader, with all due respects. You know, when he was one of those who championed the cause of bringing Buhari into power. Don't forget that. He uses his Sharia magazine or newspaper to
Sarah.
run down
Sahara
Jonathan.
reporters.
Sorry. He used it to
Sahara
run
reporters.
down Jonathan. Even when at that time we were telling him, some of us who were saying that we love you, but this is a wrong man you are propagating for. Jonathan will be far better. He never listened until, is it when the whole thing now bad, he now decided to say he's fighting a human rights cause.
I don't see anything wrong
Please,
about that.
there's
Mr.
one thing,
Daniel, Mr. Daniel,
there's one thing I don't like in my life, and
I
I keep saying
understand.
it with all due
I
respect.
understand that.
If you know and somebody is telling you about a person's attitude and character, and you decide to say he's, of all those who have championed the cause of Buhari, he is the only one I'm here to see apologizing to Nigerians. Before you champion their cause, apologize for what you have done. Even the so-called senator who from Kogi apologized and said they have made mistakes. Those
Did
who
you know
have
me like?
supported him, he apologize. He, Shaware, has never apologized. If you see whatever his persecution is, I'm not interested. Because if
But
I've wronged you,
it's very sad.
my
Even
brother,
I
if I've
understand
wronged
that,
you, my
Mr.
brother, if
Daniel.
I've
People
wronged
are
you, my
Yes, I
brother and
understand.
sister, when you take the heart as yes, you have made a mistake, apologize. Has he done that? He has not. So
okay.
I don't look at him
I
as a
think you
role
are
model.
making point. You are making point there, Mr. Daniel. I understand
He's
that.
not a role
Yeah.
model that I will start carrying his cause.
Oh
He's
boy.
not a role model. He brought Buhari. He was one of those who championed it. When you see some of the pastors and things happening to them now that champion the cause of Buhari, I don't pity them. When you were telling them, those of us who have worked closely with the man and said this man is not it, he does not believe in unity and cannot carry unity on, they never listened.
Mm.
Now
Mr.
the whole
Daniel,
country, Nigerian, is suffering it.
Mr. Daniel, you are making a point. I understand you. So if you are requesting for a kind of apology from Shaware. I clearly understand what you mean with your statement. Shaware made that mistake, and we are still expecting him to apologize to Nigerians for making that mistake of supporting the wrong person. You know, sometimes when you are supporting candidates during election period, you might not know what will be the prospect of all this that you are, that you are doing. So that is what happened to Shaware. He never
For that,
expected the President
for
Buhari to
that,
be like this. So it's not a new thing that you support somebody today, that person will be extremely bad in the future. So as human beings, we continue to be experiencing something like that in our society. However, that does not justify us not supporting Shaware in this case. You understand? Because if you see why they are prosecuting him right now, he's fighting for the benefit of everybody in the country. That is what he's doing.
see, he's doing some things now. But for me, when we said he did not know what he was doing then, I would say for me, I totally disagree with that. Why? He's a journalist. At least I've worked as a journalist before for some years. There are some things we are supposed to know, especially when it comes to supporting somebody for a position. Shaware is not somebody who has been into journalism for just 10 years. He's not somebody who has been into activism for just 10 years. He has been there even right from his days in the university. First, if you go down memory lane, go to Nigerian history of 1980 something, when this man was the military president of Nigeria, there is no single thing he did for any of us at that time, only from the south, from the east, or from the west. It was a total attack on the south, the east, and the west. We've known this man not to be somebody who believes in love, somebody who believes in the togetherness of Nigeria. He always believed on doing things for his people. We know which are the few selected people. And these people that he's even talking about, even in the entire north, he's talking about the north, he still prefers his Fulani people more than anything. For somebody as Shaware, be that kind of a figure to come out and support somebody like Buhari when he knows all this, then for me, I'll tell you, he's going about some things now. But there's one thing I always tell people. You see, one thing most Nigerians do not know. I thank God we are getting there because people are coming out. And that's why a lot of people leave anyhow. They see us, they don't value us. Because if he also, sincerely speaking, truly respect us as a person, he even want to add value on himself, he should have come out by now, even theater, when he realized his mistake, to openly apologize to Nigerians. They will not see the sincerity. We will not see the sincerity of his. You know the difference between the white people and the black people. They know that they made mistake. But after when they say no, they made this mistake, they come out openly, do a press briefing, address everybody and apologize. So that when they are not taking a new leaf tomorrow, you will know that yes, they are totally ended their tie with their old ways. Then you now know how to stand with them. That's the major reason why most people cannot trust Shaware even till now. Even when what is about now, so this is going about is good. But he's going about it, the trust is not there. He has totally broken the trust. And because he himself does not have the best, because see, we are naturally who we support. You see, when I see people on social media or talking in the benefit of somebody, the person you support, characters you support, is what totally is in you. If you see, to be very sincere, the way our brother talks so much, sometimes, all apology to him, he talks so arrogantly sometimes. And a leader does not talk like that. He talks so much sometimes with so much anger.
Is the type of person that he is. We all know that. But however, let's look at the
no, that's what I'm saying. He's going about a lot of things now. A lot of things is going about now. The activism, a lot of things is going about currently. They are good. But he has broken the trust before then. A lot of Nigerians have. If not that, I wish this man can come out today, apologize very well. A lot of Nigerians can begin to build trust for him again. Then when he's doing some of this, we will begin to do it again. And this is time until this is did them. Well, a lot of people, especially most of you, if you see some Yoruba people, that where he's even from, they don't even trust him. Even in last election, he didn't even have most of them with him. You know why?
Okay.
They know the tie, they know the bond he had with Tinubu before that election.
Okay.
They know how many millions of naira Tinubu gave him. If you look, how many, he's a Yoruba man. So he's from the majority to an extent. How many of his people are standing with him, even when a lot of this is going on? They don't stand with him. That's why me as a person can't come out to support some of this politicians. I have people who are family members who are into politics, but I don't come out to publicly support them because I know a lot of them are not clean. Immediately I start supporting them because people know me as a public figure. Automatically they take your word, and when you break their trust, the person you told them to vote for, that they see you campaigning for, the person that disappoint them, and you don't come out openly to apologize, even when you are fighting tomorrow, they can't trust you because you led them into the mess. You first of all need to come out and apologize. Not vessel. This guy did it. I thought he was going to be this. You doing that? You know, you know what the word sorry. The word sorry. I made a mistake. You know what he can do to a lot of people. So until we begin to do a lot of things, we wouldn't change. He is going a lot of things about his activity very, very, very well now. But Nigerians will not have trust for him because they think that maybe he has a selfish agenda. Because if he doesn't have a selfish agenda, he would have been even.
No, so it's like right now. It's like right now we are fighting for Shaware, of which the same Shaware is the person that ushered Buhari into power. Nobody that told us that.
You see, Dino Malaya. When Dino Malaya was executed, a lot of Nigerians were happy that the Buhari government is now persecuting him because he brought them to power. But when he came back and apologized to Nigerians, after that public apology,
that championed, yes.
Automatically, a lot of people now say, yes, we have now apologized, we have now received your apology. Now they are standing with Dino Malaya. Because Dino said, I made a mistake. I thought this one was going to be this. He even begged Jonathan, president, not even Nigerians. After presenting to Nigerians, he went to go and beg Jonathan. He begged him for forgiveness. It is so simple. And today, Dino is in the good book of so many Nigerians. People that can trust him. Majority of Nigerians do not have trust for our brethren. And that's the reason when you look at some comments, even some people when you see him, I've seen people, you see this guy is not sincere. There are a lot of things he's fighting. I've seen a lot of comments. I've seen a lot of people say that, and that's the truth.
Yeah, you know, since 2018, I've been following Shaware. These same comments, many people, many Nigerians have been commenting about Shaware that he supported Buhari into power, and at that time he was one of the people that destroyed Jonathan. At that time, of which Jonathan was even better than Buhari. So the same complaint, many people are complaining. Sometimes it's very difficult sometimes to even defend Shaware. Many Nigerians are not very happy, especially those who are very critical of the situation, of this current situation. So they are not very happy with Shaware, the way he supported Buhari into power. So right now we are expecting Shaware to do a kind of public apology to Nigerians, just like the way you said Dino Malaya did at that time. So we are also expecting Shaware. If Shaware can do that, because it matters a lot. Many Nigerians, because if you want to win an election, you want to become the president of Nigeria, you need to win the hearts of many Nigerians, not few people. Even his own Yoruba, you know, Nigeria, we cannot deny the fact that it's a tribalistic country. So even his own Yoruba people, I can say that many of them are not supporting Shaware. So Shaware needs to do something about this, how he can apologize and be a little bit submissive, because he's too, Shaware is somebody that is very rude. I'm sorry saying this. Shaware is too rude sometimes, and the way he behaves sometimes, but he's doing the right thing. For me, I'm supporting his protest, his activism in Nigeria. I'm supporting him 100%, but it should back down a little bit for the people. You understand? Don't be too mean, don't be too rude in certain areas. And in terms of this apology, we are expecting Shaware to apologize to Nigerians, because you cannot succeed like this. If you are fighting, the majority are not supporting you in your fight, who are you fighting for then? So that is the thing. You understand me? If majority of the people that you said you are fighting for, they are even against you, they don't even want to see you fighting for them. It doesn't really make sense. You are fighting for people. Majority are saying that we don't care, even though you are fighting for us, we don't want to support you. It's so like that. It's like you are, wasting of time. So are we encourage, or I will urge Shaware to please apologize to the people, because the people, for you to win elections, for you to become anything in Nigeria, you need to win the hearts of Nigerians. I mean, those who are very critical, those who are very enlightened, those are the ones that are going to support you. So that is my advice for Shaware if he's listening.
Do you know why? Do you know why? Sincerely speaking, I love what he's doing now. But me
too, I like what he's doing.
But me, I can't vote him. I love what he's personally doing now. You know why? Let me tell you why. It takes somebody with humility to lead. And I'm not seeing even a trace of that humility in him. Pride and arrogancy, they're the same side of the coin. And if somebody can openly apologize when they've made an open mistakes that is costing the lives of Nigerians today, that has led Nigeria into more poverty today, and such a person cannot openly apologize, then I withdraw from such a person. You understand? I'm not against people making mistake. No problem. We are human beings. We are prone to mistake, prone to error and all. But when you know that, yes, this is what you've done, you quickly apologize when you know that you've made a mistake, for the people to trust you again. If you don't admit your mistake as a leader, one thing about leadership, it's not about perfection. You understand? It's about service. And if people you are to serve, you've offended them by making one mistake, what do? You tender an apology. And if you cannot tender that apology, it means you are proud, you are arrogant, and such a person cannot lead. And if people say let's go back, there's too many things about. That's why I said before the program, I said Nigeria is a very complex situation, because most of the people we are currently activists. That's why I tell me most people say activists. I say, come, we have few activists in Nigeria. First of all, Koyomo, a son, what claimed to be an activist before, but today is in the APC government. And they are not the one cooking all sorts of lies. Somebody with a son who understands the constitution of the land, they come out on national TV to defend nonsense. That's to tell you how they've lost their dignity and their pride, because they don't have any dignity.
Yes, I understand you, Austin. You know what Shaware is doing right now. If he's not somebody with that personality, it would be very difficult for him to be doing his activist work in Nigeria. I'm telling you. That's why we have to... No. It's only somebody with such personality that can confront the Nigerian government with the situation of the country right now. That's why some of the things that he's doing, that people are complaining that he's too rude, he's too arrogant. We should just ignore all those things and look at the positive side of it. He can never be a perfect person. We are not expecting him to be perfect. So for him protesting against President Buhari's administration shows that he regretted what he did in the past. There are some people, if they offend you, they cannot come to you and say sorry directly. But with the action, you will understand that the person is regretting what he did. So that is the same thing. I can understand the type of personality, Shaware's personality. That is who he is. Let's look at the positive side of it. You understand?
That's what I said. I don't have a problem with him. See, there's a positive side of it.
It might not come out and apologize to Nigerians like what we are encouraging him to do right now. It might not come out because that is Shaware's personality.
Let's look at his personality. If he thinks his personality is more than we as a people, that he is saying he's doing something for, or you want to lead, then it is not fit. That's the issue. See, if you've settled down, when you look most Nigerians all over the world, we already filled with anger and bitterness. And people who keep offending us, if they don't apologize, for us to forgive them and heal, a lot of the things that they are saying won't get into us. A lot, even if they are trying to do these things sincerely from their heart of hearts, because there is already a wound in there that somebody has not totally apologized for that wound to heal. You will not be able to really understand. See, if somebody has tendered apologies before now, and applied to Jonathan and Nigerians, I made a mistake. Do you know there would have been more supporters for him even to date, and most of them would have been able to trust him better. Day by day, Nigerians are losing trust for most of these people they call activists, most of these people that they even call lawyers and all that, because of how they made some of these open blunder. And most of them do not come out to apologize. Apart from even the blunder, in a short distance time, when you give them something and they become part of the government, you see some of those things that they fought against, that they are not in the side of it, side in supporting that thing. If you see when the NSAS protest started, NSAS protest, the people did not allow him to even be part of them. That's
Yes,
to
I
tell
saw
you how
that.
distraught. But that's to
Yes,
tell you that Nigerian you did not don't trust him. The youth
yes.
took it upon themselves. They didn't when he wanted to come, I told him, leave this
Mm,
place because they know that they don't trust him. Then how
yes,
do you say you want to lead the people that you don't trust? People that don't trust you. The first thing for people to do for you, the first thing either as a leader or whatever thing you want to do at all level is trust. You being able to sacrifice. You people to build trust between yourself and the people. But on this place, the people do not even have a trust. You see the answers where how organized it was. And that's the fear of Nigerian government to date. That's why whenever they sense any sincere person somewhere who is trying to sensitize the youth or educate the youth or create awareness for the youth to fight for their rights, for us to come together as a unit to fight, you see them begin to hurt those people. You see most of the people that were targeted during the NSA protest were the major leaders, people who organized those things, and people who were so bold to come out, people were bold all the time to speak, and that's the issue in Nigerian government. A lot of these people are being killed on a daily basis. But you the NSA protest alone exposed a whole lot of things to you. The fear of the Nigerian government and the greediness of some Nigerians. They know how Nigerian government called some of them, trying to give them money and buy them over. The people didn't listen. And if we are not careful, before now till December, there might be another even worse NSAS protest that might lead Nigeria into revolution. If that NSAS protest has lasted for more than just more than a week or two, it would have led to revolution. And that was the fear of the Nigerian government. That was why they went to that length to now be to even kill the people, commit massacre, kill the people, and begin to bust different prisons in the different states. People will just go to a prison and begin to bust them to create criminals so that they can call the military into different parts of the state and begin to begin to constitute nuisance. These things were totally planned. The Nigerian government, our politicians are so smart to the level that why is it that it was during the NSAS protests that they were now busting prisons? Why?
yeah.
It's just for them to be able to import the military into those different states. How do you just go? There will be prison break and no warder or duty that was killed. The fence was not brought down. Sometimes when they talk, I begin to say, does this boy even know that some of us even went to school? Some of us even have brain to think. It's funny when I hear them say some things. I say, don't they? Even the media team of the presidential advisors, they don't think. Are they not so dumb? Because why? When you want to lie, if you are lying, there are so many things you cannot totally put together. People who think will always begin to see loophole in those lies. It's funny.
I understand you, Austin. Nigeria will continue to be talking and talking in the West. It's like these people don't listen. They don't listen. Nigeria is getting worse every day. And the level of insecurity in the country right now is alarming, Austin. Eh? People are going to their beds at night with their two eyes open. Children, you see now, they shut down schools just because of bandits that just arrived in Abuja. So there's a town near Abuja. So how long are we going to be living like this? Eh? When I was growing up, insecurity was not part of the societal problems at that time. We were not afraid. These days, people are scared to do common interstate travels. Eh? People are afraid to travel from one state to another through inlands. Who cannot afford a flight ticket, you better just stay in your place. Don't travel. Don't travel from Benin to Lagos. Don't travel, especially from Benin to this so-called Abuja. The northern region of Nigeria is the worst. Northern region is the worst. No security at all. What is going on? And right now, according to what the federal government is saying, that some bandits are taking advantage of Nigeria from neighboring countries. These people are walking into the country and instigating violence, kidnapping, and everything. Somebody told me the other day that neighboring countries, some bandits from neighboring countries, they have turned Nigeria into a zone of lucrative businesses, whereby they will come and kidnap people. After that, they will go back to their country and establish big business. Some of them will build big houses. That's what they said is going on right now, Austin, in neighboring countries.
The Nigerian government, led by the former general, President Buhari, know what is going on in Nigeria. The truth is this. I said it before we were starting the program, and I'll read it again. When a bandit becomes a king, every bandit in that kingdom become a member of the royal family. That's the case of Nigeria. When a bandit become a president, every bandit in that country will become a member of the cabinet.
Of course, yes.
And when you are a member of the cabinet, of the government of the day, you know a lot of protection from the government is there. And that's why you see these bandits are being protected and nothing can happen to them. First of all, you saw Kogi, Benue State governor, gave a press briefing when he talked about how the Maiji Allah did a meeting in the north where they say they're inviting all Fulani from different parts of West Africa to come, that it's time for them to take over Nigeria. This was a governor that gave this information to the president, and this meeting was held in Nigeria. What did the federal government of Nigeria do about this thing? Nothing. Who opened up and say people can fly into Nigeria at every time, that they don't even need visa? Who did it? It's not Buhari administration. Who closed the borders in the south, in the west, and in the east, and opened the ones in the north? Who? Is it not this APC-led government? And they now come out and tell us that they want to fight this. Who keep voting money every time? Borrowing the last, I think about 4 years ago, it was $1 billion US that they said they want to use to fight bandits. Gave such an amount of money to the Nigerian army. Where's the money to today? Every year they keep borrowing and giving this money to bandits. Who is also negotiating with bandits? The same government. Who is also trying to form an agency to rehabilitate terrorists? The same government. Who made an order to say these terrorists should not be killed? The same government. Then who is people telling you and I that they want to fight these people? The same government. And you are not telling me to sit down and take a government of bandits, a government of terrorists, take them serious. Because they cannot fight them.
What type of country? What type of country is this, Austin, whereby terrorists, militants are being rehabilitated, while ordinary citizen who is just protesting peacefully, they will open fire, send military to open fire on them? Ordinary citizens who are just protesting against the injustice in the system. What type of country is Nigeria? Honestly, sometimes you just think about Nigeria. It's like I'm live here in Canada. I don't feel like even visiting Nigeria anymore. Honestly, I don't, because that country, there's nothing motivating me in that country anymore. Nothing.
You know why? Do you know why the Nigerian government and politicians can easily do all these things to us? Because we as a people, we keep repeating this mistake. We don't know our rights, and that's why when they see anyone among us trying to create awareness to mobilize people to come together and for us to fight this injustice, you see them begin to think of either buying the person over. If they can't buy the person over, they think of how to eliminate the person. Sometimes I ask Nigerians, have we sat down to ask ourselves this question? Why is it that when our government want to empower people among us, the people that they always empower are always the touts, the cultists, and a lot of these violent ones among us are not the educated ones?
No.
Have you ever settled down to wonder about? You know why? They empower these people to create fear in the minds of the educated ones for them not to be able to do anything. Look around all the 36 states in Nigeria. Most of the people that they gave all those juicy appointments, They are the people with little or no education. That's why you see them when they get to position, they begin to argue the issue of even an SSC or if people of primary six and all that because they don't have the results. They are just people
Someone,
who are just, it's funny.
no, beside that, also, you know that they use these talks during election to secure their positions. So after that, what do you expect? Sometimes they will appoint some of the talks as commissioners, SSA. That is the only way they
They
can
don't just only
compensate
use
them.
these talks. They don't just only use these talks. They also are talks.
Ah,
Have you not seen some of them when they talk? Don't you settle down to listen to them? How they try to mobilize and do some things. It make you laugh. Tell me somebody that is not mad that will borrow money or steal money meant for his people, meant for their healthcare, their good roads, their water, and all that. Take this money, we are going to stash it in one bank in a foreign country. And why his people just keep dying for what they know that they can fix on a daily basis. And you think these people are human beings. They are no longer humans. And that's why Nigerians must start taking it. See, one of the major reasons why I'm not too happy with most of us Nigerians, why I don't blame for the politicians too much again, that most Nigerians know what our problem is. We are not ready to take the bull by the horn to fight these people. These people have decided to be heartless. We need to get to a level where we also become heartless and begin to force them to do what we want. Come together as people. The major reason why the NSAS protest was very, very effective is not because only the youth that came out, because a lot of people, you and I, from different that are known in Nigeria, were part of the NSAS protest in terms of financing them, in terms of encouraging them, in terms of doing everything. Do you know how much they were able to realize when they opened up an account to go into that? You know how many people that were sending money down? Do you know even CBN had to do something about the account when they raised the gold fund me? CBN had to do something. Then they were able to trace the account of these people that were financing the NSAS protests. Yet they are not able to trace the account of these bandits, the sponsors of these
bandit.
kidnappers in Nigeria.
Yes.
You see, you were able to trace the
Ah.
account of the people that are sponsoring NSAS protest. You trace the account within how many hours, and you froze their account. But
Well,
the sponsors of the bond of the religious crisis, the sponsors of this kidnapper, these bandits in Nigeria, that are part of the government, they can't get them. You know why? Because they are all together. They know what they are doing.
you know why many Nigerians are not very happy with this current administration? You know, the main people who are causing this violence in Nigeria, you know, those who are causing insecurity in Nigeria, it's like the government is not taking them seriously. These are the same people that they are proposing rehabilitation for. Eh? They were even proposing foreign education. That's kind of foreign education for bandits, terrorists, Boko Haram members. Why those innocent Nigerians who are just out there protesting in the street for the injustice or one thing and the other that is not working in Nigeria, they send military to open fire on them. Okay, Shaware today, I know that many people are saying that Shaware, but let's look at the case of Shaware and many others that were prosecuted in the country for minor offenses just because they are protesting. For them, they believe that it's a threat to this current administration, a threat to the leadership of the Northerners. That is why they are concerned about anybody that is trying to protest against what this current administration is doing. For the bandits who are the main problem of Nigeria, they do, because all those bandits are not threatening their positions. For me, that is what I believe, because bandits are just terrorizing innocent Nigerians. So those who are protesting against this current administration, because what they are doing, the injustice, especially the Northerners, the way they are leading the country, so they treat them so seriously, like the Biafrans who are taking for secession. They believe that they don't want Nigeria to be divided, the Duduwa Republic. So all those things. Look at DSS few days ago sending warnings to Nigerians who are causing mayhem in the country. They were highlighting what are the activities of the secessionists. Their message was more structured towards the secessionists. Instead of those who are causing this problem in Nigeria, the bandits and the northern bandits, I would say, because when you look at the major problem right now facing Nigeria, are the northerners. The northerners are the problem of Nigeria right now. If you remove North away from the problem of Nigeria, let's say the Fulani Hesme away, the Boko Haram and all that, remove them away and see how Nigeria will be peaceful. I'm not saying that the southern region of Nigeria is everybody there are all saints. I'm not saying that. We have our own problem in the southern region. We have a lot of kidnappers. We have a lot of bandits. But remove the north away from Nigeria and see how Nigeria will progress.
The truth is this: the north is not just the problem of Nigeria. I have made problem in Nigeria that are even before and even now has been these Fulani northerners. That's one thing they do, even when they enter some states in the north, when they are the minority, they try to forcefully take over the state where they want to dominate everywhere. And they are people that are so violent, nobody can live with them. You understand? These are people, see, people don't live with terrorists. That's why sometimes I laugh when I begin to see how Nigerians are taking some of these things lightly. How do you live with a terrorist? When what they do it either for religion or they do it for fun. How? It's nothing like a criminal or somebody who is just only violent that you can think of how to rehabilitate, or for you to think maybe if you get the person a job and do a whole lot of things about the person, you can transform the mind of this person. No, it's not like that. Terrorists are just terrorists. They are people, if you look all over the world, they have a separate prison for them. In the US and everywhere, they have a separate prison for them. It is only we in Nigeria that will pick them. They say they don't rehabilitate because you can't rehabilitate a terrorist. They pick them, employ them into the army. And you are telling terrorists to now be fighting a co-terrorist. Is that not stupidity?
Yes,
and you tell them not to. I watched a program on yesterday when one guy, I think he's also from the north, and Hausa, he was in the military before, but he retired later. He's a Christian. He said when they see these bandits, when they start shooting and they start killing them, that one of his fellow soldier shot two of his friends, and they killed them. Why? They said he was killing these people too much, and they shot him. I'll get the video again. He said he took God. It was God. He's alive today. That he himself don't even know how he should survive. They shot him. He said that's how they do it in the army. That you see a fellow army officer shooting another person, that is killing these terrorists that they don't see as an enemy, that is killing them too much. They will just shoot them. And that's what the incident that happened in when they said they mistakenly dropped a bomb and killed.
Only heaven knows what happened.
It is not only heaven know. I know, because if it was a mistake, they would have organized a press briefing to address everything. No, now they are totally mute because they know what they are doing.
And if anything happened in Nigeria, Ossie, I'm sorry, I don't want to cut you off. If anything happened in Nigeria, the government will never address the nation, tell Nigerians what happened, what led to the incident, how they are taking care of the people, the victims. Nothing. Unlike many other democratic societies in the world, whereby if anything happened, the government, the federal government, the state government will come out to address the nation about what led to this incident, what happened, what transpired, just to update the public. But in Nigeria, you don't see anything like that at all. You just see the government, the politicians, they don't just care about what is going on with the citizens, because at least security is guaranteed for them. You understand? They are getting the best security in the country, so they don't just care what is going on with the citizens. In election period, they expect all of them to come and vote for them, and because they always use money anyway, they use money to buy their votes. They practice corruption during voting practices and everything. So for them, they believe that you don't have to please the public in order to win election. And many Nigerians, these people are being subjected to extremely poverty, that during election period they can use peanut money to buy their votes. That is just what is going on in the country. Nigeria, if we don't treat all these problems facing this country, that country is very close to its doom. We don't want Nigeria to be doomed. It's our country, no matter what. That country is going to be doomed from now to a few years with this level of insecurity in the country. Hell no. We have to do something as soon as possible, Austin. Otherwise, these leaders, they have already secured a better place for themselves outside the country. Their children are all outside the country. So if anything happened today, they will just go and live their exorbitant lifestyles outside the country. While the people, the citizens, will be left in destitute. Destitute.
The truth is this. Do you know why it takes two to tango? And the major reason why politicians are doing what they do, why they are living anyhow the way they live, is that there are two sides of government. The ones you elect into position to serve you, and the ones that they serve, that is supposed to hold them accountable. The major reason why these people are doing what they do is because we, as a people, we are failing our own side, not them. If you have a company, first of all, in government, we know these politicians are our servants. For those people who did government in school, they taught us in government, the governors, our council, all that, they are meant to serve us.
Yes.
But the question is this: why do we not see our servants as gods?
Our God, our demigod?
That's the first mistake. And two, again, when you employ somebody that's your servant, and the person is not doing what he told you, giving you the services that made you employ him, what do you do as an employer? You throw the person out.
You have the right to fire the person.
Do you know why people behave very well in the place like when the citizens of the US saw how Trump was doing over? Majority of them are not angry that Trump did not build the economy, that Trump did not create employment or that. They said they did not like the way he was talking. What did they do when he came to an election? They threw him out of office. Yes. Elected another president. But what do we do as Nigerians? When we will complain, lament, and do a lot of things. When it comes to another election, the same person that will be complaining of for over many years, we also come again, sit together, collect peanuts, vote these heartless, greedy politicians into these positions again to continue again. And we come and lamentation.
We don't have free and fair election in Nigeria. We should be cognizant of that. We should not ignore the fact that in Nigeria, over these years, we have never had such thing as free and fair election. Except for the Edo election that they gave so much credit, that they have never had such election before in the history of Nigeria. Austin, Edo election was credited as the best election so far in the country since independence.
That's the truth. You know why? The people were involved. I've been begging Nigerians, how will you be living as a citizen of a country, a person that want the betterment of their country? You do not belong to any political party. You are just there gallivanting about. Apart from even belonging to any political party, you don't even have a voter's card to vote. You can't even hold people you vote accountable. The issue, do you know why I've been telling people to join political party? They don't understand. It is a political party that give us who to vote for. Two of us, not we. They are the one that comes out to the candidates. If they not bring two criminals for us to vote, we only have a choice to vote between those two criminals. You understand? But if we are part of the if we are part about the process to elect these people, we'll be able to influence the process to put in people with people that have dignity, people with people that is trustworthy. We'll be able to bring them in. But the question is this: because we do not want to join this thing and begin to look for a way to follow the process of how these people come in, that's why you see that they can play on us, do whatever thing is going on. The reason I beg people, you might wake up one day, they will tell you for you to even buy a common sachet of water. is 100 naira. Who make law for us? The people that just come there and that know nothing. When people who know this thing do not get involved during the process, and for them to come in and change everything, you see idiots, you see riffraff, you see illiterates. We totally occupy the space, and these illiterates and these touts are the ones that are not going to be making laws for me and you. The very big question is this: when these touts make laws for me and you, what laws do you think they will make?
Exactly. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
what laws do you think criminals will make for me and you? What kind of society do you think criminals?
You will
What kind
come
of
and
system do you think these
create.
criminals will create for me and you?
Yeah.
Your guess is as good, and
Yes.
that is the issue.
Mm.
We have a lot of, in a country where we have a whole lot of professors, a whole lot of PhD holders, a whole lot of graduates, millions of graduates, and majority of them are not involved in politics. You allow touts from different parts that does not even have anything at all. They don't have anything even do with leadership. You allow them to come. They come in there and begin to say they are now your leader.
And then you will be expecting them to perform like Barack Obama.
How would they perform when they have no dignity? When they are not trustworthy? You are expecting a thief to now perform miracle. You want the devil. You are saying you are sick. You want the devil to not give you healing when you know that it's only God that can. That's what we are doing as Nigerians. We have an issue.
When you know that the devil is the person that inflicted the sickness on you. You understand?
That's our issue. And that's why you see the government does not want to fix the healthcare, fix our road, fix any system. Because when it's time when they feel anything, they go for medical leave. When I saw President Buhari went to even this in UK last month here, then I asked, if the Prime Minister of UK come to Nigeria for even a 1 week, not even medical leave, for even a holiday, do you know the British, the citizens will not allow him to return?
And the wife was saying the other time that, when she went to Dubai or somewhere, I don't know where she went to, according to the news.
Aso Rock was not safe. She relocated out of as the safe. The place is supposed to be the safest place in the entire Nigeria. She said it was not safe, and she relocated out of the country for almost a year, for over how many months, and she went to Dubai and completely relocated there. Which money are they spending? Nigeria money. If a president can leave his country to go for medical leave, a governor can leave his country to go for medical leave, and they do budget every year, allocate a whole lot of money for the hospital in the clinic in Aso Rock, do a lot of stuff in government house, and yet they cannot still take care of themselves at home. Why do you think they will not create a better healthcare for me and you when they don't use it?
Austin, thank you so much. Let's end this program like this. Thank you. That's so nice. Me. Thanks. So for all our viewers today, thank you so much. If today is your first time of visiting our channel, please consider subscribing. We'll be here tomorrow again. Mr. Daniel will join me from Benin City. We're going to be discussing about Edo State tomorrow. All right. So thank you all for watching, and God bless.